This live podcast of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations is brought to you by StreamYard, a live streaming service to broadcast your content on Facebook, X, YouTube, and other platforms. Try it out by using the referral code in the description below. Enjoy the game. All right. Welcome everyone to the Tendeitem channel. Obviously, doing another live watch along for the AFCON. Obviously, before we get started, let me just let everyone know that this is a live watch along. That one. I will not broadcast the game due to copyright, obviously. So please do hit the like button on the stream or love it on X over here and subscribe to my channel here. Maybe I can try get 750 subscribers by the end of this tournament. Who knows? Obviously, big up to those that have already wrote in the live chat. Big up Ozan Kabak, not the actual one, but yeah, great to see you. Putting the Philippines, Romania, Spain, and Guam for some reason. I mean, I'll get to it in a bit later. I'll first do more of the talking about Morocco, Mali, but also to Dantrum as well. And yeah, thanks. Obviously, it's the watch long intro for the AFCON. There will be one for the World Cup, which I think will be even better than this AFCON one. So, but you'll see that in a few months when the World Cup's about to begin. But yeah, let me first go through the team lineups. I'll start the timer, then I'll kind of start talking about Newcastle, Man United, which I know happens in about 5 minutes. I don't even have that Newcastle game up. I only have Morocco, Mali at the moment, both doing national anthems. So for Morocco, there's obviously a change. The captain, Roman Saiz, is not in the team, obviously, but obviously due to injury. But goalkeeper, Nassim Bono. Back four of Mazraoui, Agued, Yamik, and Salah Eddin. So that's a back four. Midfield of Al Anouai, I'm guessing, Amrabat and Onahi. And then the front three of Brahim Diaz, Saibawi, and the guy that scored the bicycle kick the other day for Morocco against Comoros. El Kabi starts instead of Rahimi. In terms of Mali, goalkeeper Diarra, and then a back five, actually, of Gassama, Diaby, Dieng, Camara, but you might as well say camera, taking a picture, and Koulibaly, not the Senegalese, it's the Malian defender. And then midfield of Doumbia, Koulibaly, another one, but you also have Yves Bissouma of Tottenham Hotspur, so at least Tottenham's been represented here. And then front two, I believe, of Mamadou Sangare and Sinayoko, who did score against Zambia the other day. But yeah, obviously on the bench for Morocco, you have Hakimi and Rahimi. Obviously, Hakimi still kind of recovering. Rahimi didn't have his best game, opening game. Ben Sagir is also on the bench. Azawahi or Abdi of of Real Betis. You also have Enesiri, Talbi on the bench, El Kanous. So a lot of names that Morocco could pull off the bench. Whereas Mali, obviously, have a few players like Haidara, Bilal Torre, who I believe, or I might be wrong. Yeah, I might be wrong. Decore as well for Fofana and a few others. But yeah, and the managers, Walid Gregory of Morocco, obviously the guy that led them to the World Cup semifinal, famously. And I know this manager managed the Philippines before going to Mali. Thomas Seinfeld, who I don't think is that good of a manager. I'll be honest. He only got like what 1 point or even 0 points for Philippines, so he's not that good of a manager. But yeah, let's go through some comments. The man you called Po Power, now 2 goals in 2 games. Well, one of them was a penalty, which I think some people are kind of debating whether that was a penalty against South Africa. But yeah, Egypt actually have already topped the group. And if Morocco were to win this game, then Morocco would already automatically top the group, regardless of what happens on Monday, which will be the final game of the group. And also big up to Charlie. Don't know if you saw my I didn't check it, but I won't be joining. Got home, have a good stream, and hope we'll see. But yeah, I'll first get the game of Morocco Mali, like with the timer and everything. Then I will kind of try find a stream for Newcastle Man United, and yeah. But yeah, obviously, this game between the two sides, obviously Mali, if they can get a win, then that would put them in the driver's seat of potentially topping the group. And that could also spell danger for Morocco, because then they would have to play, most likely be runners-up of Group C, I believe, which is Nigeria, Tunisia, most likely. And obviously, if you're Morocco, you don't want a very, very difficult opponent in your round of 16 games. So in terms of a prediction before the game gets started, for me, I know I'm probably a bit behind. Yeah, I know I'm a bit behind, so obviously no spoilers. But obviously, I will get the game sorted and started once I have kicked off. So obviously, you guys can follow my timer here. I will get Newcastle Man United up in a bit. I know I'm wearing Newcastle, so as always, Merry Christmas. My Newcastle jumper of 2 years ago, so I've got this now for 2 years. Always sporting it for the past now 3 Christmas and Boxing Day times. But yeah, kickoff is about underway. Just getting the referee to blow his whistle. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby. Let me know. When are we starting this game? And I believe the Newcastle Man United game also started. But I will get everything of that once we get underway. With Morocco taking on Mali in the second game, second game for both sides in this Africa Cup of Nations. Obviously, I'm doing watchalongs for every game of the tournament. Give me 1 second, I'll respond to the question. Referee. And we have kicked off here between Morocco and Mali in the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. In terms of a prediction, I will go for I'll go 3-0 Morocco. I think they'll have a very good start in this game compared to the last game. And obviously, it's not raining, which kind of helps both teams, you could say. Are you a big Olivia Rodrigo fan? Yeah, I guess. But I don't really listen to her music and all. Morocco to win 2-0. Yeah, I think obviously the favored team here is Morocco, obviously as the host nation. If you guys want, I can try to get Newcastle Man United, but let me check the lineups first before trying to find a stream for the game. It's currently 0-0, I know. Let me find, not that one. Where's the lineups? For Newcastle, I know this is Morocco Mali, which I will commentate more on, but if there's anything happening in Man United Newcastle, then obviously I'll talk about it. But yeah, for Newcastle, the team lineup, am I happy with the lineup? I mean, it's unchanged, I believe, from the game against Chelsea, which we failed to win. No shit, Sherlock. Ramsdale in goal, back four, Hall, Cher, Chow, Miley, and then midfield, Ramsey, Tonali, Bruno, and then a front three of Gordon, Murphy, and Voltemada. In terms of the bench, we have Pope, who's back from his injury. Obviously, you then have Joe Linton, Ron Wissa, Harvey Barnes, Joe Willock, the Pillock, I like to say, Alex Murphy, Shaha, Neve, and Alabi, or not Alibi, Alabi. Manchester United, obviously no Mazraoui for Manchester United because I am watching Mazraoui in this game as Morocco tried to attack. Could have been something there for Morocco, early stages, first 2 minutes or so of the game. You got Lemons in goal for Man United. I guess it's a back three. Lissandro Martinez, Heaven. Damn, we might get cooked by Heaven. And no, Bully Maguire. Maybe he'll come on as a sub. I don't know. I didn't really look at the lineups. Luke Shaw and obviously Dallo. But you also have Dogu in the team. And then the midfield of Ugarte, Casemiro, Mason Mount, Mateus Cunha, and Benjamin Šeško. Oh, Mali. Can Mali try to get something here? Nope. In terms of Man United, actually, there is no Bully Maguire. He's not in the squad today. Is it because of injury or something? I don't know. I don't really follow Man United too much. And I did say we will lose. We will lose to Man United. That's what I'm predicting. I said 3-2, I believe, with my show with Charlie, which you can check out. And obviously, me and Charlie will do our Year of the Bird, the final episode of 2025, this coming Monday, as Morocco tried to attack El Kabi. Walling into the box. It's a long way out, cleared. Man United have Bayendir, Xerxes, Malacia, Yorel, Fredrickson, Fletcher, a midfielder with number 39, but doesn't even say the name. Oh, a foul in the box. Could be a yellow, I would say. But, yeah, really, at the moment, a bright start for Morocco. Brahim Diaz fouled. Ooh. That's a bad tackle. Yeah, not a good tackle, that one. Lacey or Talaflexa, I believe, and Mantato. To be honest, I don't know half of those subs. I really don't know. I'll be honest. But to be fair, I don't know like 2 of the Newcastle subs. Let me see if I can try find a way to get the game up for myself for that as well. As Brahim Diaz will take the free kick for Morocco. Here it is. Oh, not really that yet. It's 0-0 in the Newcastle game as well. All right. Now I got 2 games up for myself. So, yeah. But I'll mostly commentate more on Morocco-Mali. Because this is a watch-along for Morocco-Mali, not Newcastle-Man United. So, but obviously, if there's something that happens in the Newcastle-Man United game, I will talk about it. But here's a free kick for Morocco. Still waiting like 10 years to actually take this free kick. 5 or so minutes in. Come on, take the free kick. And it's over the ball anyway. And don't spoil if anything happens in Man United Newcastle. It would be funny. It would be really funny if we lose. Which I did say we lose. So you can't cook me. You cannot cook me. I did say we lose this game. I know we have beaten Man United 6 of the 7 times, I believe, or 5 of the last 6 or 7, something like that. But knowing our club, we haven't won an away game apart from 2 of them. I'll answer the question as well. But, oh, come on. All right. So okay. So here's so that now everyone's like, oh, where are you actually from? Like, where are you from? That sort of thing. So let me start. What's the easiest way I can put it? So let's go with my mother, Philippines, 100%, with a Spanish last name. So I don't know what you call Filipinos that have Spanish last names, but not only that, but I don't mind. Am I? No, I won't be racist if I say it. My mother isn't a Filipino looking in terms of skin color. I would say that, like the stereotypical, she doesn't have that sort of skin color that you would associate most Filipinos with. I would say that's kind of why, I look more European. Like, oh, come on, Mali. I know I said you're more European like, but fine, I'll say Caucasian. But so my mother, oh, Ramsdale was injured. Fantastic. But yeah, my mother, Filipino, 100%. Spanish heritage, I guess. And I live in Spain, so it kind of helps now. And then the Romanian side, by technicality, it's actually Moldova. But Romania, Moldova, same thing, I'll be honest. Am I pro-union, like union of those two countries? I am pro-EU for Moldova, I would say that. But I would say, how's it going to say? But my father, that I'm talking about my father's side, is American. Probably the most, I don't know, like a New York type of American. Why Guam? I've never been to Guam yet. Maybe one day. Oh, could be a chance for Man United. Oh, here we go. No. And where was I born? America. If that also helps. Still 0-0 in actually both games I'm watching. Morocco have kind of looked more threatening, I would say. And Chamorro. I don't know what Chamorro is. Sashiko celebrating with a miss. But yeah, so far, Morocco, Mali. Oh, I guess so. I don't know, actually. Never been, so can't really say. But 10 minutes in, Morocco, Mali, 0-0. Mali have threatened sometimes, but Morocco do have the quality more times than not. Obviously, I am putting my eyes also on Newcastle Man United. I mean, if we can score from this corner, I would say that. I will celebrate, of course, if we score and then go on to win, of course. But if we lose, I'll be like, well, I kind of expected it anyway. But Morocco against Mali, as I said, will be most of the commentary. Almost 1,000 people watching across both platforms, so please hit the like, follow me on X, Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube right here. Oh my God, we almost scored. The reason why I didn't make this more of a Newcastle Man United watch long even though I am watching it anyway. Oh my God, great feat. Great feat from both teams in terms of like the Morocco, oh, never mind, of the Morocco-Mali game. I mean, Morocco attacking, corner, Morocco. How close was that corner actually from us? Lemons. Almost squeezing lemons there. Obviously, no Mazraoui for Manchester United because he is playing in Morocco. Not saying Man United don't play in Morocco, but I meant the AFCON. Corner Morocco. I don't know what he was thinking with that sort of header somehow. It's offside or something. Let's see, they'll go down for Man United. But yeah, so far, as I said, it's a huge match in the Africa Cup of Nations because if Morocco win, then they automatically top the group no matter what happens on Monday after the final games or before the final games as well. Actually, after it. And then for the case of Mali, they would be either third or fourth come the final day, but they play Comoros, which is easier than playing Morocco, obviously. So whether that draw between Morocco and actually the draw between Zambia and Mali, it may have affected, but it also gives a team like Comoros, who drew 0-0 with Zambia, it gives Comoros also a chance to finish second now in the group if results go their way. But a win in the final group games for any team now, it almost certainly advances you to the next round, no matter what now with the results currently. And also considering that earlier today we had Group B also finish up their actions. Obviously, I did a Group B watch-along earlier in the tournament when I did Egypt-Zimbabwe. Knowledge scored. He had the knowledge on how to score a goal for Zimbabwe. But yeah, that game between Angola and Zimbabwe ended 1-1. And then, obviously, you had the game, more of the game that everyone was kind of hyped about, Egypt, South Africa, which I guess was all right. Obviously, penalty call, well, that's a foul on Koulibaly, I believe. And Mazraoui commits the foul. No, it's actually a different player. But Mazraoui committed the foul. If someone paid you oh, is that the print? If it has to be, I can make a top 3. I'll try different regions. I heard Rwanda is nice, like Kingala. Also because of the history. Obviously not a good history. The Tutsi and Hutu, I think. Tutsi and Hutu, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but Rwanda is one. North Africa, Morocco, I would say. Second close would be Egypt, but I'll go Morocco. And then maybe like West Africa. Hey, it technically counts. Seychelles, something like that. Mauritius, any of the islands. So, you know, you get 3 different cultures. If you want Western Africa, I'd probably say Senegal, I guess. Or maybe the Gambia, just because it's quite cool. Shot by Newcastle. But if I had to say a number 1 pick, just because they're nearby, Morocco. But I heard Tunisia is nice. And all that. Yeah, Madagascar as well. Let's find out if they have penguins, as Morocco tried to attack. Not like penguins, the Malian defense, they are arms over the ball somehow. Missed opportunity for Morocco to take the lead. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd never been to the continent of Africa, even though it's like somewhat near me. I don't know how you missed that. That was probably one of the missed of the tournament. I know it's a bad deflection, but should have been putting that into the net. Just lift the foot up and it probably goes in actually. I'm about. Oof. Both players got taken out. Oh. I mean, I'm also watching the Newcastle game. What do you call this? Looks like we're attacking, but to be honest, even if we lead, I'm expecting us to lose anyway. Yeah, true. Even though I'm not even that close to Gibraltar, I'm like on the opposite end of Spain. The Morocco ultras chanting, and also a Newcastle corner. Also, I would like to mention I will be doing, obviously, more watchalongs, but I will be doing an awards show on my channel, which I'll also broadcast on X Twitter. And that's mainly about the awards. The first time I'm ever doing this, the first annual, not annual, first annual tendeitem awards, whereby there will be some mentions of team of the year, in my opinion. Like it's going to be a lot different from the Ballon d'Or team and all that sort of stuff. The best player. Now, will I also pick Ousmane Dembele, or will I pick someone else to be the best player? Also have my version of the Puskás Awards, which I call the 10 out of 10 goal of the year. All of them involve the number 10, I would say. Also, we'll have guest of the year, which can only be won once by a guest. Once they win it, they cannot win it again. And then there's one more I was thinking. The best moment, for me at least, of the year. Yeah. Well, it's actually 10, like the number. So I think, what do you call it? I got the category names, 10 out of 10 goal of the year. So, and then relive 10 times moment of the year, like the best moment or whatever. And then good skill, Gordon. Puts him on his ass. Got the 10 plus 1 best 11, or actually the 10 plus 1 lineup, whatever, of the year, meaning the best lineup of players and all that. I tried to make it like very different, but I just couldn't. I tried to do like one per nation and one per team, but it was just too impossible. So I kind of narrowed it down to only European top 5 leagues. So that means no one from Portugal or, well, Portuguese league, I mean, or Eredivisie, like those sort of things. Yeah, true, but it kind of works out more with just the number. But still 0-0 actually in both games I'm watching, whether that's a good thing or not. But Morocco should have been 1-0 up. I would say that. Should have been 1-0 up by now, Morocco. So yeah, the awards show will be on Sunday at around, more or less, somewhat just after around this time. I put it at 10:10 p.m. Central European winter time. So that's what, almost 48 hours from now. So Cheers to that. I know I'm holding it the wrong way, but I don't care. Also, it is pretty cold. That's cold. My space heater. Yeah. At 10 minutes past 10 o'clock at night. Well, for me at least. Mali free kick, Yves Bissouma of Tottenham Hotspur. Yellow card for, I believe, I'm not sure who. Koulibaly. No, Camera. Camera. Yellow card. A push on El Yamik, I believe. Oh, I just saw Man United have the shot there. But yeah, yellow card for Camera. Bissouma with the free kick for Mali. Kind of dealt with Morocco. Is it just me, or for some reason, we actually haven't had a second half goal today in the AFCON? True. Oh, what? I didn't even see Man United score. Well, I told you so, people. I told you we lose. Come on, yeah. We'll find out if Mali. I actually didn't even see what happened. We conceded 1-0, Man United. What? What, in the Mali game or the Newcastle game? I believe it's Patrick Dogu with the goal. Let me see what happened. From a throw-in. Okay, and then? I don't know, my stream is just laggy or... No, it's a good finish, actually. Not gonna lie. What? It would be funny if they called this for offside on Cunha, but it can't be offside. At least I don't have to update the board because what do you call this? I'm watching Morocco Mali. See, that's why I was watching Morocco Mali and not the Newcastle game. Oh, shot by Mali. Close. But yeah, no surprise, Newcastle losing. The away form. Oh, that was a terrible shot, actually. For Mali. I will say. Why are we? There's 2 balls on the pitch. The Morocco Mali game. But yeah, in terms of what I said with my prediction, I said 3-0. Morocco. Hopefully both games are good. Well, at least with, in terms of the Newcastle game, at least we're not winning. We have to score 2 to win. Morocco just need 1 goal to get themselves into the lead in this game. I hope this doesn't end 0-0 between Morocco and Mali. Oh wow, fast break, Man United. They'll probably score a second here. If they do score a second, I'm turning it off. The game for that one. Obviously, I'll still watch Morocco Mali. But damn, we are terrible. But yeah, at the moment, Morocco, Mali, 0-0. They kind of rode their luck, Mali, at the moment, a little over halfway through the first half. Here it is. Headed. It's not happy there, Dumbia, for Mali. Says he committed a foul, which I don't really think that is, on Mazraoui. Also, I would say this in regards to Man United, Newcastle. Man United didn't win the last 3 home games, I believe. No surprise, we're going to lose. But I don't expect us to win. I did say we lose. As for Morocco, Mali, Morocco rode their luck somewhat, but I'll be honest, it's more of the quality that I think Morocco could still have. But there's a lot of pressure on this Morocco team to at least win the group then. I'm also very surprised we signed Ramsdale and have not kept a clean sheet. That's why I wasn't really happy with the sign. But he kept 1 clean sheet since joining us, which was against Spurs, hilariously, in the cup. But in my opinion, going back to Morocco, Mali, both games, apart from the goal I'm watching, Morocco, Mali, kind of sussing each other out, but nothing much really. Could they create a chance here? Salah Eddin, no. Damn, how come Man United keep on attacking us? And yet we're somehow above Spurs. Oh, chance! Morocco! Shot! 2 times. Morocco. Could have... The only thing is that sometimes Morocco just ain't clinical enough. That's the thing. And to be honest, could they be checking for a penalty? Might be a penalty check, maybe. In the favor of Morocco, maybe. Oh, here's Man United again. Could they make it 2? No, but it's a corner. No, no penalty. Play on, says the referee. Morocco, Mali. Mali get it away. Here's an attack. Morocco. 50-50. That's the ref. It's a throw in for Mali. Obviously, tomorrow is actually going to be a lot earlier for watch long because I am doing Senegal against Dr. Congo, DR Congo. That's the game tomorrow, 4 o'clock Morocco time. That's the game tomorrow. And on Sunday, this coming Sunday, I will be doing Algeria or Algeria taking on Burkina Faso, 6:30 p.m. Morocco time kickoff that one, and then doing all of the final group games together, which is going to be a lot for me to do, but I'll get to it. Oh, I swear, if you can see the hat trick to Patrick Dolgu, that'll be that's crazy, man. Yeah, Dr. Congo, the Democratic Republic. Not the Democratic People's Republic, otherwise it'll be DPR Congo, but it's DR Congo. Cross for Morocco! No. Saibari with that. I'll choose legs as well. I swear, watching Newcastle as well was a bit meh. I know we're losing as well, but I did expect us to lose. I'm not one of those delusional ones as well. So I do have standards. As for Morocco, they're not really up to standards. Mali, but it's a free kick, but yeah. Foul there on Brahim before getting the ball back by Lassine Koulibaly, actually, of Mali. Morocco just need the chance to get themselves ahead in this game. If so, they could, but nothing doing that one. Bit underwhelmed, Morocco-Mali so far. I know it would be a tougher affair, but you'd probably still expect Morocco to get the job done, which I think they will in the end. I did say 3-0. Maybe I might be wrong already. But also because I know Tom Seinfeld, he's not the best manager. Yes, he made the quarterfinals with the Gambia back in the day, but I don't think he's all that as a manager. Tom Seinfeld of Mali. I know he did play Man United at Old Trafford last year around this time. I don't think it was Boxing Day though. Mali win the ball back. Oof. Foul given. Mali somewhat frustratingly doing the good work, I would say. Damn, I'm looking at the Newcastle Man United stats. Not surprised, really. As for Morocco, Mali, not many from Mali, as far as I remember. But Morocco attack. Slide in. Will be not really dealt with properly. Masraoui, Brahim. I don't know what happened in the other games. I don't even know who this guy is. Probably I'll find out when he scores against us. Morocco fans celebrating 0-0 right now. I know there's like some really famous record, obviously not involving Morocco Mali, but about Man United, if they're winning at halftime, they don't lose. That's the record I saw. So by knowing that, I'll watch till maybe halftime of Newcastle Man United and put a lot more focus on Morocco Mali. But here comes Mali. Good defending. Stuck a foot out. Can Morocco haven't really created too many chances. El Kabi goes down, but no foul. To be honest, our team is really useless. Newcastle. Oh my god, Ricochet is terrible as well for us. I guess 7. I don't know. The only thing that was worse was what happened couple weeks ago, something like that. But I'll be honest, in the Morocco Mali game, there's not too much clear-cut opportunities that Morocco have at goal. Like they haven't really taken many shots, Morocco, which I'll be honest is a bit concerning. I know, it's only like the opening couple games or so. You're trying to get yourselves into gear, but like you kind of want to vow, you want to put out a statement and all that. At the moment, it's been a little bit flustering. Actually, not flustering. It's been a little bit okay-ish for Morocco, but not like fantastic. Morocco attack. We could have scored, I saw. At the moment, Morocco Mali haven't really delivered much. Could have been actually. How close was that to a potential? Well, that could have been an own goal, actually, maybe, but not. Heading towards 14 minutes, Morocco Mali, just like every other AFCON game, really, 0-0. But header over the bar, Saibari of PSV Eindhoven. A Cave of Wonders. Big up to Michael. Merry Christmas. Yeah, thanks. If you ever want to, I am doing watchalongs. Well, obviously this one. Tomorrow's watchalong I'm doing is Senegal, Dr. Congo. And then Sunday I'm doing Algebra, Algeria taking on Burkina Faso. And then I'll do the final group games as well. So if you want, I can always send the link and you can always match it up. But yeah, Merry Christmas as well. Only thing is, kind of getting not really a Christmas treat, Morocco Mali. No. Let's see what happens. It's a foul in the box. But Saibari's been a little bit frustrating for Morocco, I would say. Should be doing better. And commits the foul, which Mali will get a free kick from in their own box. No foul. Morocco. Good footwork. But can Morocco actually take a shot? Test the goalkeeper? Because, like, I'm a bit disappointed, I'll be honest. Oh, that's another chance over the bar, El Kabi. It's not, none of these are really testing the goalkeeper, but it's an opportunity, but doesn't keep the header down. So it's a goal kick for Mali. And if Morocco don't score in the first half, you know, it'll be the same like the Comoros game, starting off very slow. I've not really been impressed with Morocco this game and a half so far. This tournament. Which is kind of why I feel like they do have a lot of pressure. What's the ref of the Newcastle Man United game doesn't give that as a foul, but then allows play to go on like that. English referees. Somehow even a Zambian referee is better. I know what happened. Almost 1,500 people watching across both X and YouTube. So yeah, big up to everyone. Give the red card, ref. Red card. Dangerous tackle. Also, knowing the Man United record, I don't expect us to win now. Which I know I said that at the start. Oh, Morocco! Oh, it's going to be a corner. And how much added time in the game? Probably just a couple minutes or so. Like 1 or 2 minutes. It was Brahim. He's been more of the creative guy for Morocco. 3 minutes, I believe, is what I'm seeing. What the referee is doing. I assume is protesting. So 2 is Amrabat. Oh. Is it really a penalty? I don't know. Not really intentional. I mean, by letter of the law, that it should be a penalty or handball leading towards a penalty. So maybe they might do a VAR check before potentially or doing a corner kick. So I have a corner kick, which Onahi is sitting on the ball. And VAR check, yeah, for a possible, I think it's a penalty then. by letter of the law, he did touch his hand. You could say it's somewhat natural, but to be honest, I do think that's a penalty then. But knowing so far in this AFCON, I mean, Paul Pala became Mo Salah with his penalty earlier today. The only goal of that game against South Africa, Newcastle attack. But nothing doing. Half-time ref, right? I think it's a penalty for Morocco. Just by letter of the law, if you're giving that as a penalty, then all handballs like that in the box are penalties. Which, as I said, I'll go by letter of the law. So it should be. Halftime at that. Yeah, penalty. Penalty given. And the fans celebrate, but don't celebrate too much because I know the last time you had a penalty and you didn't score. And Newcastle losing. Fantastic. But at least maybe we can get a goal in this game between Morocco and Mali at last. Hopefully. Please. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Knowing the record, I'm not even going to bother watching the second half. Well, at least Rahimi is not on the pitch to take it. So who's going to take it? It might be El-Kabi, could be Brahim, could be Saibari. It's going to be likely Brahim Diaz. It is Brahim Diaz. So don't spoil before I see it. Morocco finally got a penalty and we'll probably have a couple more minutes. Referee telling the goalkeeper to get back. Is on his line. Brahim Diaz to potentially give Morocco the lead at last. We've been waiting for a goal. The man of Real Madrid doing Real Madrid things, maybe scoring from a penalty. Who knows? With practically the end of the first half. Almost similar to Mo Salah earlier today, scoring near the end of the first half before the game petered out to no goals afterwards as well. But Brahim Diaz, coolly taken. And finally, we have a goal. Morocco lead 1-0 against Mali. There you go. Here we land, guys. Morocco lead 1-0 in the Africa Cup of Nations against Mali. There we go. So we do have a goal. Brahim Diaz. Guess is now technically joint top goal scorer with like 5 other players with two goals. It's a really easy, cool penalty. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way. Brahim Diaz slots it into the back of the net. And it's 1-0 to the hosts. And if the result stays, Morocco top Group A, no matter what happens on Monday, on the final match day. Mali now currently joint bottom, could say, 3rd place. So kind of bottom. Definitely not enough to qualify to the next round. And the referee blows for halftime anyways. So now let me readjust so that we can prepare for the second half. But yeah, halftime currently it's Morocco 1, Mali 0. No players. That's already the response. But yeah, 1-0. I'll be honest, the first half at least got a goal in both games, but I'm not watching the second half of Newcastle Man United. I'm not wasting my time. Obviously, I'll still wear this, but halftime. In terms of Morocco, no, but I mean they were obviously between. If you had to say between Mali and Morocco, I think Morocco were definitely the better team, but just like a bit passive. But I think Mali had the game plan, but now they have to kind of readjust the game plan to something else now. So I think for Mali, they do need to make maybe more of an attacking change. I think they've kind of shown some attacking prowess in the game. Actually, I do want to look at what some people would be saying, but yeah, it's currently 1-0 Morocco at halftime, with 1,500 or so people watching. So big up! Damn, I have a few people watch. Like, look, my ex, my Twitter. Big up to every single person that's following. Obviously, a big game in the Africa Cup of Nations. Really appreciate it. And if anyone's asking me, are Newcastle going to get a comeback and win against Man United? There. May 1984 was the last time. So I'll be honest, I ain't even gonna watch the second half of Newcastle game. Morocco, Mali at the moment, as I said, I'm not really overly impressed with Morocco. Obviously, they have been the better team, but I think Mali showed some glimpses. But I think if you have to make a change, I would probably say for Mali, do need to make maybe one change to be a little bit more threatening in the attack. Probably could bring on Komori Doumbia and Douglas Nene, I believe. Oh, I found out we have gained 0 points from losing positions, Newcastle United. So you kind of know what I feel. Yeah. And we still have more away games. But in terms of the Morocco-Mali game, which, as I said, which I am doing the watch along, Morocco not at their best. Mali kind of also not at their best. And I'll be honest, if this game ends 1-0 in favor of Morocco because of the penalty, I'll probably say probably the fairest result considering how the AFCON games so far have been. There's not really been any like wow games at this AFCON. Maybe Angola, South Africa. You could make an argument for Tunisia, Uganda, which I did watch long for. trying to think of other games that like had like a genuine like wow game. There's not really been a game of the tournament so far, so I'd probably say maybe South Africa, Angola, or Tunisia, Uganda. But I'll go with Angola, South Africa. And that kind of speaks a lot. Like so far, it's not really been that many goals in games, which is fair enough. I know people talking about, oh, the reason why there's no upsets really in this AFCON is because of the infrastructure in Morocco, which is definitely very good um, in the African continent, I would say. But does that also mean that the first few games of the tournament of this AFCON have been a bit boring? Like there's not really been. I mean, there have been games whereby had there been more goals, I think Gabon, Cameroon could have been a really good game if there were more goals, but just one goal, and that was like in the 6th minute. I did a watch along for that. The only thing that made me survive was having more people on the panel, I'll be honest. But apart from that, I've not really been like, wow, by a game so far in this AFCON, which I'll probably say is a bit like I kind of wish there was like more goals, you know. That's what I want. I want to see more goals. Like for me as a neutral, I just want more goals. Then I just want to see like excite. I want like a 4-4, 5-5 game, you know, 5-4, or even 6-5 game, or heck, even a 6-7 game. But yeah, I'll be honest. So far, even with the rain, because it has been raining, obviously not today. Today's been quite sunny and dry in Morocco. But even that hasn't really affected the quality. Like the teams you expect to win are winning, so it shouldn't be a surprise. And right now, Morocco are winning, so it's not a surprise that they are beating Mali, which means maybe you could say Egypt, South Africa is quite even, but Egypt do have the pedigree. And then the other games, well, the games tomorrow, you could say Senegal, DR Congo. Like if you had to make one bet on who would win, you'd probably say Senegal. Nigeria, Tunisia tomorrow night. It probably that could be a good game. I hope that could be a good game. I won't do a watch long for it. I will be doing one for, as I said, I am doing Morocco. For the what am I doing tomorrow? Senegal, DR Congo. I'm doing tomorrow. Dr. Congo. And then Sunday, there's Algeria, Burkina Faso, which again, you probably, if you had to make a bet on who wins, you probably say Algeria. And then the Group F game, Ivory Coast, Cameroon. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah, both teams are good on paper, but like they don't score goals really. I could see that being like a 0-0, 1-1, or 1-0 to whoever, and you wouldn't be surprised. So maybe just based on what I've seen from the first match day, I'd probably say Nigeria Tunisia could be a really good game, I hope. But at the same time, Tunisia could change up their game plan and just be defensive and win by 1-0. So who knows? Maybe even with having 52 games at this AFCON, we could have under 100 goals, or even maybe we get exactly 100 goals in this AFCON, which is what, like just under 2 goals per game, which I'll be honest, it's a bit meh. But with the second half eventually will come good. God, my eyes. I will say there is some pressure on a Morocco win. Shockingly. Oh, so Kylian Mbappe is at the game. That's who I was like. That looked like Mbappe earlier. Second half very soon to get started. Oh, the Newcastle game's back underway. Woo! In terms of what I did for Christmas, had a nice dinner. I tried watching this Netflix show. I believe it was involving Rowan Atkinson, which I forgot. I think it's called Man versus Baby. I think that's the name. I watched 1.5, 2 episodes. I know it's only 4 episodes, but I'll be honest, I was a bit like, meh. It's not really wow. The show, the Man versus Baby. So I wasn't that entirely like, wow, that sort of thing. I was like, nah, I'm not really going to be invested in this. In terms of other Netflix shows or movies, I have to check. Maybe I can check while it's halftime. That I might be interested in. I do need a VPN. That's what I do need if I want to watch more. Otherwise, I just search them up online. If people want to know, there's Long Sheldon. Nah, I watched a couple episodes, but I'm not fully invested in Young Sheldon. Kim's Convenience, I've watched that. The Manny? Doesn't seem interesting. Aqui no hay quien viva. I think that's what it says. Aqui, right? Yeah, here they do not know who lives. There's no one that lives here. We don't know who lives here. The Office, cool, but I'm not. To be honest, I'm not fully invested in it. And we Danger. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so like family reunion. Yeah. Second half about to start as well. Victorious. Platos Sucios. Oh, Sucios. I was about to say Sustios. Yeah, doesn't look that interesting. These are sitcoms. It's not really any that attract me, really. Second half, soon to get started. Doesn't seem like either team's doing any changes. I know there's some sports. I know Stranger Things is back. But I'll be honest, I have never watched Stranger Things. I don't know. I'm just not fully interested in it. I'll be honest. Stranger Things, I know it's good, but I'm just not fully invested in it. Outer Banks, The Rookie, Not really. Lucifer, I watch a bit. It's alright. I would say I'm pretty picky. I'll try my best to do the to speak Dutch. Kick off, Michael. Heeft deze stream opnieuw geplaatst. Dankeschön. Oh wait, no, that's German. And Leiden is the best city in the Netherlands. I haven't been to Netherlands yet, but Leiden is better than Amsterdam, Den Haag, Seven Haag, Ten Haag, and Groningen. But yeah. Oh, no, I don't want commentary. Second half about to kick off between Morocco and Mali. 1-0 to Morocco. So just waiting for the referee to kick things off while I'm trying to find what show I should be watching on Netflix. Second half has started between Morocco and Mali. Second half. And as I said, Mali, no changes from either side at the moment. So what can Morocco do if they win that ball back, but they won't? Brahim Diaz, who I think has been all right in this game, obviously scored the goal. And I'm also actually trying to find a good Netflix show. I also don't want to annoy myself. Or maybe I watch a movie, maybe. Control Z, that one I watch. It's a Mexican drama. Control Z, Control C, Control Z. I guess it's okay. I show. I guess. Yeah, this one's good. This show is good. Obviously, it's in Spanish. Obviously, you can get subtitles. But it's nice. It's nice. Free kick Morocco early in the second half. Brahim, who I'd probably say is man of the match just because he scored the penalty and actually also won the penalty. Because no one's really been a standout, really. And I wouldn't be surprised if this ends. Oh, Morocco should have made it 2. So many opportunities to double the lead, and then the game kind of dies off. He got the header there. El Kabi could have gotten his second goal of the tournament as well, but it's a corner from Mali. And big up to Michael. I realized, really, why is my stream dying of... Oh, great chant! Oh, no, that was from before. You know what? I'm changing server. All right. Don't really care what timing it is. I'm on Sport 1, the Portuguese. Can I speak Portuguese a bit? But I'm not fluent. Wait, which one? I don't support Mali. I mean, I don't mind Mali's getting a equalizer. I know what you mean. I'll try my best Portuguese speaking language skill impression, wherever. Eu falo português. Eu sou Galícia. Então, Então, feliz ou eu quero que que Marocos. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not that good with Portuguese. I've been to Porto twice, trying to get a kiss there. I was actually bleeding. Still 1-0. And I do know Newcastle are not winning, so I'm not watching. Single Salma. Is there really anything that's exciting? I don't really want. I don't really want to watch Control Z again. It's good. It's good. Maybe a kiss from her. That would be great. I would love a kiss. Saladin down, kissing the ground. Actually, if I don't want to, how do I? How do I? Because it's on my Netflix. Because I know there are some Netflix shows in Romanian, but only seen like a couple of them from Netflix. Summer's over. Sweet Little Lies in downtown. Probably looks cool. It's a film, almost a 2-hour film as Morocco tried to attack. This one I'm not going to show, obviously, their thing. That one, maybe. Starring Anayata Zaharia, Marius Damian, Nicoletta Anku something. Directed by Urua Lunashku. There is a movie that, well, it's not a good movie, but I was like, eh. It's called Selfie. Hashtag Selfie. That one. Mali? No. To be honest, I could just see this game ending 1-0 Morocco. And, yeah, I mean, dude hasn't scored a goal or assist in the Prem, I believe. Even Elanga has one. Mazraoui. Oh, over the top. Goalkeeper claims. El Kabi. He probably should have had at least one goal by now, but doesn't. I'm getting no update that we scored or equalized, so. I know it's only 18 games, so there's 20 more. But is it going to be another? Is it going to be another season of like, oh, we'll be in Europe this season, but then next season we won't. Then the season after we'll be in Europe because we aren't playing in Europe. And then we complain, oh, our coefficient is bad, but like we don't qualify every season. You look at a team like Aston Villa, who's going to likely now qualify for at least 4 consecutive seasons in Europe. You know, so just been a bit disappointed. There's Tom Seinfeld, probably one of the worst Philippines managers I've seen, actually. It's not that, I don't think he's all that good. God. Damn, is my feet like that? Damn, I'm just realizing my feet. I'm not going to show it to the camera. My feet. Is it really like that? I have to wash my feet. At full time, I'll wash it. Still 1-0. Actually, in both games. But I'm not watching Newcastle Spurs. Or Newcastle Man United. Can Morocco get a second and basically win the group from here? I mean, they're winning the group even if this ends 1-0. How come it's only just that foot? I don't know. I have to check. I have to watch maybe later. Salah Eddin, not Mo Salah, but if you call him Mo Salah Eddin. Oh, you take the shot. You gotta take the shot. Why you? I know it's nice and all to have build-up play, but just take the shot. But Mali win it back. They got a break here, Mali. Now everyone's back now for Morocco. Attack by Mali. Go throw in. Oh wow, Seshko hits the ball. That's what it says. Lol. Now, I'll be honest. Do I think because people say, oh, Man United Newcastle rivals. I'm like, I don't really care. Oh, stolen. Morocco, can they get it? Oh, free kick. But yeah, going back to that, I'm like, I don't really care about Man United, Newcastle. Obviously, it's a lot fun if we beat Man United, but I know today we won't. So, but like, I don't really care. I'll be honest. Like, I don't really care about this. Oh, we were called United first. Like, Newcastle United was named Newcastle United first before Man United. I don't really care. I genuinely do not care about. If that's the basis of rivalry, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I might as well have a rivalry with, like, I don't know, Scunthorpe United, because they also call themselves United, technically. So Scunthorpe is a bigger rival than Man United. I also love the name Scunthorpe. Such a British name, Scunthorpe. But Mali want to anglicize the Moroccan defense, colonize them. I'm joking. Let me have a bit of fun. Like, to be honest, this game's been a bit meh. Like, most AFCON games have been a bit meh. Like, was anyone really excited to watch Zambia against Comoros? Mali attack! Oh, that should be a penalty. Ref not calling for a penalty. They're shouting for penalty. Penalty. Penaldo. Let me see. Didn't get the ball. I'll be honest, he caught his man. Yeah, that's a penalty. Ref. Wait, that's a penalty. No. Ref. Now it's time for a penalty. Oh, fight. Kiss. Did they kiss? They're fighting, but can they kiss? Yeah, finally, second half has come alive. Yes. Thank God. Oh, wow. Lewis Hall hits the ball. So we almost equalize as well. But ref, that should be a penalty. Not handball. It was a foul, I believe, by Agued, not Aguero. It's Agued. No, it's El Lamik, actually. Yeah, doesn't get the ball. That should be a penalty. Surely. If that's not a penalty, for Marley. Oh. Actually, I don't know then. I'm not watching there. Then there should be 2 penalty calls, both for Newcastle and for Marley. But Marley should have a penalty. That should be a penalty for Marley. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the Newcastle Man United penalty incident, so I have no idea because I'm not watching it. Obviously, we score somehow whenever, whether it's through the penalty or not, yay. But in terms of Morocco Mali, it should be a penalty for Mali. I'll be honest. Look, pulls on the shirt, makes the tackle, doesn't win the ball at all, and the ref allows play on. I'd say that's a penalty. That's a definite penalty. And the ref will go to the monitor. Damn. I don't know about the Newcastle Man United penalty shout, but damn, I'm not sure where this referee is from of the Morocco Mali. I don't know where he's from, but at least he's checking the VAR monitor. Damn, I don't know where he's from. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll check. I'll check where he's from. The referee of Morocco Mali. Let me check. Easiest one, just go to bloody Wikipedia. The referee is from Cameroon. So a Cameroonian referee is a better referee than an English one. And the English referee from the Premier League is terrible. But that should be a penalty, ref. First of all, kind of pulls on him. I know both are challenging for the ball, but let me make the challenge. Penalty! Penalty, Mali! There we go. Finally, some drop. What? Yeah, it's a penalty, but yellow card. Doesn't matter. Mali have a chance. Mali do have a chance. Come on, Mali. Come on. I want some drama. And we will get drama, whether it's scored or not. Sinayoko, yellow card, but he'll probably be the one taking the penalty. I'll get myself back up because it's kind of aching. The balls. Oh well, I'm reading it. The ball, Newcastle United game. The ball strikes Martinez on the arm after Fabian Schär shot on goal, but VAR checked, no penalties. I'll check the replay of it. Newcastle Man United after this penalty from Mali, which is correctly given. I will say that. Then I know if I find out that was a clear and obvious penalty and all, we'll see. But yeah, 2 penalty shouts at the same time. But not reading the one block. So Mali to level the game against Morocco. Senayoko against Bono under him 1-1. There you go. There we land. Mali have scored the first goal. Well, against Morocco, but it's 1-1. 1-1 in the 64th minute. That's the celebration. But Mali have leveled it. They have leveled 1-1. I see 3 changes, but what's this penalty shout of us? Martinez handball. Let me check. Maybe I find the clip. Wait. By judgment, actually, here's one. Wow, it's 1-1, Morocco Mali. We got a penalty in the Burnley game. Oh, Morocco attacked. No, foul. We got a penalty in the game against Burnley. Coincidentally, we play them next. We got a penalty against Burnley, and we scored. Did we score? Yeah, we scored from the penalty. But the penalty is kind of similar to Lisandro Martinez handball. So that time it was given. But referees in the Premier League, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, I don't really watch other Premier League games that don't involve Newcastle, I'll be honest nowadays. Because I'm just like, referees can be terrible. I mean, La Liga referees are just as bad, so I just watch whatever football looks interesting. And when it comes to international football, I'll only really genuinely kind of more care when it's a major tournament, which is obviously the AFCON, a major tournament. As Morocco attack, can he get the ball? No. Saibari it was trying to get there, but no. Mali, turn up the screw, turn up the attack in the second half. That's a poor ball. Has to go back to retrieve it. But Mali, ascendancy, and Morocco finally having a true test. First half was pretty meh. Second half, 3,000 times better. 3,000. I'm actually enjoying this second half now. Thankfully, we finally got a goal in the second half today because we almost went all fours. A full house. Well, not really. 4 of a kind. No goals in the second half today until Sinayoko's penalty. Foul committed. Could there be a twist in the tail? If Mali score again to make it 2-1, that would definitely, and I'll say that, not more, definitely change the whole complexion of the tournament. Because, I'll be honest, Morocco haven't really been that impressive of a team so far. I'll be honest. I know they're the heavy favorites, the undisputed favorite to win the AFCON, but I haven't been, like, super impressed with Morocco. There's not really been a half of football. Even the second half against Comoros, I wasn't that impressed with Morocco. I know it's only 2 games or whatever, and this game's yet to be done, but Morocco need to improve, like, a lot, because, yeah, it's all right getting points against Comoros and maybe Mali by the end of this, and Zambia, probably, most likely Zambia. But when you get to the knockouts and play better teams in the quarters, in the semis, and, well, if they do make it the final. 3 subs coming on as well for Morocco, which, I mean, they've needed that. I think need to change almost the entire front line, I'll be honest. Get Sabari off, get Al-Kabi off. Now you got Abdi, that will come on in a bit, along with El Kanous. And I forgot who's the other one. And it's not out. How's that out? That's not out for a throw, but referee gives a throw in. Changes, El Kabi, expected off for En-Nesyri. So here he comes, En-Nesyri. Abdi from Real Betis coming on. I would suspect it's Saibari, right? Can't really tell. No, Brahim Diaz is off. All right. And El Kanous coming on. Actually, Brahim Diaz coming on for El Kanous. And actually, Sabari's still in the game. I haven't been impressed with Sabari. And he's still on the pitch, I'll be honest. But El Kanous, Abdi, and En-Nesyri are on for Morocco. The goal scorer of Morocco's penalty, Brahim, off. Amrabat, Salah Adin, not Mo Salah Adin, but just Salah Adin. And I don't even know his first name. I'm sorry. But Rabat could be seeing not really an upset. Like Mali wins, not really an upset, but you know, if you're Morocco, you definitely want to get something going for yourselves heading into the final few games. Hakimi warming up. He has yet to play in this AFCON. Clear the way. Morocco making more than 100 passes, or 100 passes more than Mali. I'm guessing it's still 1-0 in the Newcastle game. If I'm not mistaken. But I'll be honest, why is Brahim Diaz off? I'm a bit strange. It should have been Saibari. I'll be honest. Let me check. Is it still 1-0? Yeah. Willock in replace of Tonali. Lol. An injury concern for Mali. So what are the stats between us? Damn, Newcastle stats 0 on target. And it's nearly the end of the game. Despite more passes, possession, no one gives a shit about more. We had 11 corners and haven't scored. I'm just seeing the change. Well, I did say we lose against Man United, so don't what do you call this? Don't call me a hater. I did say we lose. While Morocco, it's over the ball again. Another header over the ball, and I haven't had a drink. Maybe I need a drink. So, cheers. Arriba, abajo, delante, abajo, atrás. I sent an emoji and suddenly now I can chat. I couldn't before. Really? I'm not sure why, actually. But regardless, big up to you. I think it's the first time I see you on the channel, but I blame YouTube. But it might also be, well, if you subscribe to the channel, as long as you've subscribed to my channel for at least 1 minute, you can chat. Maybe it might be It might be that. Who knows? To be honest, I am getting a bit hungry, and I ate like 2 3 hours, 2 3 hours, 3 hours, 2.5 hours ago. 3 hours, yeah, 3 hours ago I ate. But yeah, we are a little over 15 or so minutes left of the game. Still trying to find a winner from either side. A win for either gives you almost practically first place in Group A. Free kick was trying to be taken quickly almost, but no. Oh well, Newcastle had a shot on target finally. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. I don't know why actually. It just didn't it locked you out. I'm not sure, but yeah. I mean, I know. I think you said Morocco would. What do you call this? Win the tournament. I know it's only 2 games and things can improve, but what do you call this? Morocco. I've not really been impressed. Even if they win this game, I've been not impressed with them. Who knows? They might not even top the group. Which I mean, everyone's saying they should get 9 points. Even I've said they get 9 points. Egypt versus South Africa. Yeah, because there's not really any other game that's like that. But definitely, there's not been an upset. But if Mali were to win, that would be the first upset of the tournament, which is good. Got humble the Moroccans just a bit, just be a bit humble. Yeah, that's true. Which is probably why maybe even like the games have been a bit like meh, because ultimately the better team will win. But at least this game it is in the balance. If Mali do score, then that would be a shock. I know Mali are a good team, more or less, but to beat Morocco would be huge, and it would kind of but given away. This could be 2-1. Good save. Oh, really good save. And the series. And the food just smells good. My flatmates are making. It smells so good. I'm so hungry. I am salivating. I'm salivating this. Having said that, sometimes the big boys play far more slow. Yeah, true. Because even if you win the group, it doesn't really matter. Because everyone starts off on the same foot in the knockouts. But here's the corner. I don't know why he was. What was. Oh, that was such a bad mistake. El Lamik, what is he doing? He allowed the ball to be played without him touching it. He's like, calm, calm. And then the Mali player had literally the entire planet Earth in front of him. I don't know what El Lamik was thinking. Probably the bum of the match. Just not been impressive. And it's probably also because Roman Saiz is... That's not a penalty. It's also probably why Roman Saiz is definitely a big miss for Morocco in this game. Obviously not on the bench and all that, mainly because of the injury he picked up only like 15 minutes into the tournament, you know. So it's not helped Morocco, but I definitely would say that Morocco just don't look as impressive in either game. I know they don't need to It's all about just turning up in the knockouts, which I mean, Cote d'Ivoire did that last time. But you kind of want, you want the fans, especially for the home nation, whatever the host, you want to, give the fans something to cheer about. Like, oh, maybe we are this good. At the moment, I don't know. I'll be honest. The reason why I didn't say Morocco to win the AFCON this time around is just that it feels like it's too good to be true. Like there are some tournaments whereby you could see that, as in like the host nation ends up winning the tournament. Obviously, a notable example would be Australia Asian Cup. I'll probably say Asian Cup, Australia 2015. It seemed like it was like they look like they're gonna win it, no matter how good or how bad they may be. So that's kind of what. But then, like you saw other host nations, like France, in Euro 2016, probably the closest. But with this Morocco team, I don't know. It just feels too. It feels like a Brazil from the World Cup 2014. They'll progress. Morocco, obviously. I mean, they're not that shit. But I don't know. There's not been any game I'm like, wow, this is why Morocco are champions. Even if Morocco wins this 2-1, like scores in last minute, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, Morocco. I think a draw is probably the fairest result in this game. I think Mali actually gave Morocco a good fight. Oh, but if Morocco score in last minute or whatever, and Rahimi's coming on for Saibari. Finally. Saibari's been really bad. Really bad. I don't know why he's been playing for this long in the game. Diarra, the goalkeeper, getting a yellow card. Let me also check the Newcastle game, which I'm assuming is just going to end 1-0 for Man United. Yeah, it's still 1-0, but a few minutes to go. I don't see us winning. Maybe a draw, but Morocco, 59% possession. Mali, 41%. With about under 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage, which there will be a few stoppages, substitutions, VAR for the Mali penalty, the fight. But I will say, tournament football, in my opinion, is about not how you start, it's about how you do in the knockouts. The knockouts are the bread and butter of competition as Mali attack. Mali, hopefully not offside, please. He checked back. Why is he checking back all the way? So stupid. Mali were that. I think it was Sinayoko or someone like that. Yeah, that's true. And a few other teams as well. Because I would say, like, the Moroccan stadiums, obviously the best ones, you could say they're very. Is that penalty? Let me check. And this one he's asking for it. He's asking for it. No penalty on El Canous. But yeah, the Morocco stadiums have been obviously a lot more modern, a lot more, efficient, high tech, or whatever you want to say. So it does help the bigger teams. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's all about what you do in the knockouts. That's all that matters, because you can finish on 9 points, you can finish on 2 points and still advance from the group. Because this group at the moment, you can advance on 2 points. Potentially. Considering how Group B ended, or at the moment how it's standing, maybe it might be the same in one or two other groups. Goal difference helps the fact of the Malians, Zambians, even Comoros in a way. Probably not Comoros, but we'll find out. We have yet to score in the tournament regularly. Really, Newcastle have yet to score a goal. Well, oh well. Good thing Mali and Morocco actually offered something. But 2 penalties, one for each team, is what keeps the scoreline the same. But come on, Mali. Let's see. Last few minutes till the stoppage time. No. Get it? Get it? No play on. No play on. True. But it just seems a bit too good to be true for Morocco. Like, I'll be honest, there's not been an AFCON ever that I've seen whereby I was like, oh, Morocco could win this AFCON. Even the one that they were eliminated in both quarterfinals in 2017 and 2021 editions. I will say, it is the history of the Morocco if they don't win the AFCON. But they're under a lot of pressure. But also, it wouldn't surprise me if they win it. So I guess it goes both ways. It could score from this corner. Who knows? Here's the corner. What is he aiming for? Lamik. Saibari, who's off the pitch now, and El Lamik. Terrible in this game. Very terrible. It's actually in the series with the header. Mali planning on making a substitution. With the last few bits of the game left. Seems like it'll be Morocco, most obviously, with the initiative to grab the winner ultimately in the end. Pass is in. No, it'll be cleared. Somewhat. Still going. Still, oh, no, still there. Showed just too much. We're led to see how much stoppage time there will be. Legit kidding me. We haven't even scored a goal. Damn. Well, I'll be honest, as I said, I did expect us to lose. So, woo! Oh, Mali, no. At some point, there has to be every pedestrian AFCON that follows. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, whereby like mainly the favorites go for. So I blame good infrastructure, because I like the unpredictability of tournament football. Like, yeah, it would make the latter rounds nice, but it kind of makes the opening rounds a bit like, do we have to wait till January? You know, for knockout football, we will, no matter what. But like, I don't know. I've just not been impressed with, like, there's not really been a game whereby, as I said, I was like, wow, you know, no shocks, no surprises so far. Egypt being South Africa isn't a surprise. The only way is if Mali gets a win here. A draw, yeah, you can say is a bit of a surprise, but it's not really a surprise. It's just a draw, like 1-1. And actually, that only means that only Egypt were the only team that won earlier today. That won today. But Mali have shown great fight in this one, with them having a couple subs as well. Sangare off. Is it full time in that Newcastle game? Let me check. Still 1-0 for them. Should be full time, I assume. Because don't get any updates. Foul. And Morocco. Speaking of one of your comments, you call this? Ta-da! Penalty. I mean, expect Morocco to have a penalty then in maybe 10 added minutes. Morocco are definitely getting a penalty at some point. Again. Did Newcastle lose? Oh my god, just tell me we lost already. I don't need just like wait. Just say we lost, man. Ref, just blow the whistle. Just have us lose. Corner. Morocco. Yep, we lost. Newcastle, I meant. Not surprised because I predicted us to lose. Which I will do a show with Charlie this coming Monday on Newcastle and Spurs show. Year of the Bird, Monday. Here we go. Corner, Morocco. We'll have plenty of time still. Attack. Mali. Go forward. Don't hold up the play. Go forward. Oh my god, Mali. Shot. Come on. I'm not looking at the comment yet. Morocco. Fuck. Yeah. 10 added minutes. But Mali were the ones in the attack from that. You just know Morocco was scoring in the 98th minute or whatever it is. The 100th minute. Oh, well, Charlie, I did even watch the second half. I watched the first half, obviously, but when I saw 1-0 halftime. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to watch back the highlights. You know my thoughts on that. I don't know how we looked not good because we played on Saturday and Man United play on Sunday. But apparently we're the not good ones, but referee, it's not a penalty. Come on, that's not a penalty for Morocco. At least this game's offered more entertainment than the Newcastle Man United game, I'm sure. That's why I didn't even watch Newcastle Man United second half. Because one, nothing will happen in terms of a goal for either team. Ends out. But I will say this to any Morocco fans. This past 2 games so far, it's not been your best. It's not been your best. If I was a fan, I'd be worried that this has been a very slow start in the tournament. Well, I mean, I predicted us to lose. So what did people expect us to do against Man United? Destroy them? Maybe last season, but not this season. And also, I didn't watch, as I said, I didn't watch the second half. I'm not even going to bother watching the second half because, like, nothing happened. I know there was the handball and whatever, but don't care. The Morocco-Mali is a lot more entertaining. That's why I decided, you know what, I ain't going to bother watching Newcastle game for the second half. I'll watch the entirety of Morocco-Mali because it has offered something more. I'm referring to... I mean, we could still actually do both, but I'll get into it when I do my show with Charlie on Monday, 12:30 p.m. Spain time, 11:30 a.m. UK time on Monday, this coming Monday, more or less. I haven't actually confirmed it with Charlie, but more or less. So I'll talk about that. But for now, I'll talk about this one, Morocco-Mali. Yellow card for substitute that just came on. And because Newcastle's lost, let's cheers to another Newcastle away not winning game. The only thing is with this, it's so sweet. Not sweet as you all, but like it's a bit too sweet. It's Don Simon, Don Simon, Don Simon, Tinto de Verano, which means like literal translation, summer wine. Obviously, it's the winter here, but I don't care. Fans are praying. But will they be praying to win this tournament after these 2 lackluster performances, despite being unbeaten? Goalkeeper easy claim. Ben Seguir with the shot who came on a few minutes ago for Morocco. I kind of hope Eddie Howe gets sacked. I already said that. But still about a minute and a half, more or less, to play. You fucking know Morocco is scoring in this last, let's say, couple minutes, more or less. You know it. You all know it. You all know. You've seen this story, this drama before. The host nation needing something, and then at the end they win the game in the 100th minute, which we are in the 100th minute, more or less, of this game. unless of some stupid mistake. But if you're Morocco, get it forward. Why are you passing it backwards? Could have been in behind there, Mali. Forward. Wins the header, but Morocco. Here, I'm talking about it. No, not really. Oh, it's out for a throw for Mali. Seems like it's going to end in a 1-1 draw. Despite just the goals being from penalties, I mean, that's everyone's favorite way of scoring. It's actually been an alright. Second half's alright. First half, meh. I don't really. But second half's been good. With the drama. The drama. I knew we had it. But it's drama. Drama on all fronts. Here, Morocco, the host of the. Oh! It could have been an own goal! It could have been an own goal. What is he thinking? What is that player thinking? He's fucking lucky, man. Is it full time? It probably is full time. It's full time. That player of Mali nearly scored an own goal. Just for vibes. Just for vibes. But yeah. Damn. I'll probably answer this one and then kind of wrap it up. Restructures if he gets sacked. Who would do transfers since he controls a lot of things? Well, it would be the sporting director, which we have his I literally forgot his first name, but his last name is Ross. Something like that. And in terms of who I want, I have a few names, and people are saying, oh, the manager market is not that good. Mate, just pay the compensation fee of whatever. Obviously, the big name, everyone's saying Oliver Glasner, but if you don't want that, then here's a few. Marcelino, Villarreal, Italiano, Bologna, Hoeneß of Stuttgart. So, yeah. And then you also have Edin Terzic, who I think is pretty all right, decent. So I've already listed 5 managers that I think are that would look at Newcastle United as a team of a step up for their career, more or less. No disrespect to Bologna, Stuttgart, Villarreal, clubs that have also won trophies this decade. But going back to AFCON, as my foot really hurts. It finishes 1-1 between Morocco and Mali, which means that Morocco more or less qualified for the next round. But the last 2 performances have not been that convincing. I'll be honest. I've not been convinced with Morocco in this tournament so far, despite not losing. Mali showed some fight. To be honest, Mali should also be on 4 points when you think about it. No. I think actually I'll talk about it when I do my show with Charlie. I'll explain it why I prefer not him and a few others. But in terms of Mali, as I said, probably should have gotten 4 points by now, but only have 2. But yeah, I will be doing a watch long tomorrow. Early one, an early kickoff one now, somewhat. I am doing Senegal against Dr. Congo, DR Congo, tomorrow at 4 o'clock Morocco time. And then on Sunday, I will do Algeria against Burkina Faso, which is at 6:30 p.m. Morocco time. And then I will be back again with the group games, the final day of group games, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of all the groups, including Morocco's game against Zambia, and Mali's game against Comoros, along with Group B, and then eventually Group C, D, E, and F. But yeah, we'll basically wrap up this show. It's been a good show, both on my X and YouTube right here, and obviously, as I said, it's been a good tournament so far. And also, I will be doing the first annual tendeitem awards of 2025, which you can check out on my channel. What are the categories and all that sort of stuff, which I will do on this coming Sunday, so 2 days from now, in less than 48 hours from now. Well, actually, technically in 47 hours from now, regardless. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow for the live watch long of Senegal against Dr. Congo. So as I said, please do hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on X on Twitter. And before I go, I'll finish this. All right? Finish this. And then I'll end the stream. So cheers. Oh. See you guys tomorrow. 4 o'clock, Senegal against Dr. Congo.